Hello, everyone. Jennifer Carbon here. Welcome back to episode 8 of our Journeyman series here at Kent State. If you missed the previous episode 7, we went through the transfer portal, off-season period, and played our first game against Utah, which, as you can see here by the score, did not go well. I honestly thought we played them pretty close. Um, but I mean, their past game just ate us alive. And even though we got more turnovers, or we caused more turnovers, if you will, couldn't do anything about it. So disappointing to lose the game. I think honestly we played them pretty close, but it is what it is. All righty. Really quick before we get started, a little bit of housekeeping notes. There was a recent update to Football Coach College Dynasty, and one of the big additions here under the team page, we now have everyone's favorite pie charts, where you can see what percentage of your roster comes from what state. For example, our two big states are California and Ohio with 8 apiece. Shout out New Hampshire. I have a player from New Hampshire. Don't know which, but he's somewhere. And then what percentage of class? So I have 35% freshmen, 28% seniors. So we're just we got the old age and wisdom, youth and treachery. And then starters by class, I have no freshmen starting. However, I do have 62% of my starters coming from my senior class. So that's it's about where that is. It should also be noted this does not include redshirt freshmen. Or it must not, because if it does, oh no, Kearns is a sophomore. He didn't redshirt. Never mind. My mistake. Strike that from the record immediately. So, if you did not watch the previous episode, the transfer portal was pretty good for us. We did miss out on a pair of O linemen because we didn't offer that player any NIL money. And so we took, I believe it was a 2,000 point hit, which obviously took us out of contention for them. It should be noted, let me see if I can find it here. I did change going into next transfer portal that now it's only a half penalty if you don't offer a player the NIL money that they're looking for. Because 2,000 points is a bit much, and especially for the smaller schools like us, where this year I only have $8 million in NIL money, and that's obviously going to go down with the recruits coming in. So I think it's a little unfair on the small schools to have it be a 2,000 point hit, but we'll see how that plays out. Here's my plan for this here episode. We're going to get through all these games, I think, until the bye week. See how we're doing, see where things at, and then maybe play the Bowling Green game. But we will see. The benefit of playing our debut last week is it kind of gives us a little bit of a head start on this stream for our season. One thing kind of lingering in the background here is we have one of the worst offensive line groups in the country, as you can see by this very well demonstrated just series of crashing numbers. I have also redshirted a not insignificant amount of even seniors. Like I have Skylar Kyle redshirting. I have every good freshman under the sun redshirting. So there's a decent chance when I go to this coach's office page later, I have some transfer risks down here, but we'll see. Yeah, draft risks. I don't think that's going to be a problem for a long time. I did the recruiting for this week, sort of off stream. I found a handful of additional recruits that might be interested in coming to Kent State. I've not scouted them though, so we'll see how that goes. It's a little bit of a mystery box going into next week. So first things first, we have Western Michigan up today. They beat Oregon State and they're out of conference. Congrats to them. Their quarterback is a transfer, Pierce Manuel, who threw a pick. His accuracy is a 65. That is no. Yeah, that's Ashton Morgan level of accuracy. That's when you know you have a problem in the accuracy department. All right, let's rock and roll here. Western Michigan is favored by 3.5 points. They have one recruit visiting, and so far in the sim, I defeated Western Michigan in our first season 26-20. So here's hoping that we can get a similar result today. We shall call tails as it simply never fails. Aha! We will defer to the second half as is our wont. And as longtime watchers of the series will know, on the first play, we send the house no matter what, which, based on this shotgun 5-out play, is probably going to backfire. No, it did not. The pass was incomplete. That is actually crazy. Now, their quarterback can run a 70-yard pass, huh? Well, that escalated quickly. I was about to say that their quarterback can run, and so I'll probably leave a spy or drop the safety down more often than not. If we can hold them to a field goal here, that's huge. We do not. They bust out the pass and to get us. So, okay. We are already down by 7. This is, as the kids say, not good. 3rd and 9, even worse. But a 50-yard pass to Jalen Barber helps me along quite a bit. Oh boy. I am a bit nervous this year, I think. Our offense, without question, is worse. Like, there's no way around it. Our running back room got worse. Our QB room did get better, but wide receivers, we lost our top 2 guys. And our offensive line is the worst in the country. Gerald Crawford with a touchdown reception, though, and we tie it up. I can never speak too soon on the extra points because my kicker did miss 6 last year. Oh, they're killing us. Okay. 3rd and 8. I'm keeping a QB spy. There we go. Caden Davis with the sack. And they miss the field goal. Juan Broussard shanks it. No complaints from me. Shoe clock is on, as is our want. I don't think this is going to turn into the Utah game where I have to turn off shoe clock. Because we're just down by so much. Tanner Fleming with his first rush of the season goes 10 yards. That's nice. Oh, the read option. It did not work. 3rd and 9, what do I want? Corner post? Corner post. There we go. Kendall John touchdown in the end zone. Thank you. Good night. They did forwards again. That's the 3rd time they've done either fourth. Okay. You know what? We are faced with an ambitious offense, and I kind of respect it. I shouldn't have respected it. They got us on the flanker curl. 3rd and 4. I bet they pass, but my blitz and linebacker are all the same. They ran it, and now they're going for it on 4th and 2. Respect. Send the house. And Alejandro Post, the transfer linebacker, with a tackle for a loss. Welcome to Kent State as Ty Bush gets a 56-yard touchdown pass. We're back. Remember when this game was 7-0 and we were at 3rd and 9 feeling a bit shaky? A lifetime ago that was, as our defense forces a 3-and-out. Let's try to run the ball a bit more. I say that, and then Suarez goes 0 yards, but then he goes 10 yards. This man kills me. Isaiah Sims didn't get me much, but Isaiah gets me 7 yards when I needed 6. Thank you, sir. Get the 3rd and 1, and Isaiah Sims runs it in. It's week 2, and he's already missing extra points. Oh, boy. I genuinely need to go back in the patch notes for the most recent 2 updates to see if they change anything about extra points. Because in early access, I rarely missed an extra point. And Carlos, I mean, he's not that inaccurate. Like 77 accuracy, I feel like for extra points shouldn't really be a problem. But he missed 6 last year. That makes 7. Not good. I'll go too high safety. There we go. They punt. All right. I'm gonna run the ball a little bit. See how we do. All right, we converted, so I'm gonna go up tempo now. I think that was maybe 1 2 clock burn too many. We'll see. Hurst just scrambled for a 1st down. There we go. For Verts, send it. Didn't expect him to throw to the running back there, but I'll take it. There we go. 1st and 10 at the 11. I really want in that end zone. Oh, deep passes are nerfed. There we go. Isaiah Guran with the 8-yard reception. We're on pace to score 70 points. I mean, we would be if our kicker could make a little extra point here. We're 5 of 5 on 3rd down. That'll do. And we get the ball to start the second half. I don't have my subs happening until the 4th quarter, so the entire 3rd quarter is still going to be my starters, which I think is what I want. That felt more realistic than what I did at Purdue and Clemson. But now we have to punt, and everything is going to come crashing down. Just kidding. They also had to punt. Fair enough. All right, big conversion. That they did gap press on 3rd. You know what? I respect how aggressive Western Michigan is being, even though they're getting run off the field. Let us see here. Yeah, I'll just run it. And Sims gets in the end zone again. How much time did that drive burn? 6:30? Okay. Not too shabby. Bring the blitz. Wow, it was a QB draw. And they burned us for 37. Okay. All right, Western Michigan, they're driving now. Oh, they had to settle for a field goal. Imagine kicking a field goal. At that point, they were down 34? What are we doing? All right, 4th quarter has started. The backups are in, which at quarterback means Landon Heath takes the field. He obviously started a few games for us last season. I should never have done the cover 2 drop there. That was a mistake. Wow. Bubble screen against the blitz. It's always a fun combo. All right, our backups hold them to a field goal. That could have been worse. There we go. Getting a little 1st down here. Can we get a 2nd 1st down? Yes, we can. Isaiah with a 57-yard reception. That'll do. And Kendall John catches another touchdown today. Landon Heath getting involved. Thank you, gentlemen. All right, they converted the 3rd and 5. They did an RPO. Let's try cover 3. Surely it'll work. It didn't. Why would I do cover 4 quarters on 4th and 7? Like, I get there's 54 seconds left or whatever, but that just seems like it's a recipe for disaster. There we go. Turnover on downs. Let's give the running backs a couple more runs here. There we go. That'll do it. We bounce back from our week 1 loss and destroy Western Michigan 48-13. 12 passing yards per attempt. 7 to 9 on third down. They were 0-2 on fourth down also. That's not nothing. They outran us, which is interesting. Obviously, the 37-yard run from the QB helped, but Sims got a couple touchdowns. Fleming, Suarez did well. Hurst crushed it. Keith crushed it. A lot of touchdowns for the receiving core. Hey, they didn't get a sack. Our offensive line did well. They only got 3 tackles for loss the whole game and no sacks. That works. All right. What a wonderful way to start. Now we just pray for no injuries. Please. 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 I mean, it's only a 1-week injury, but still, quit injuring my players. I'm just going to bring Vincent all the way down, and Brendan Dillon's going to get some reps. Looks like it didn't sub in the wide receivers, which is interesting. I'm not going to ask questions. All right, before we get into the next game, let me look at recruiting really quick and scout the players that I just found. So I looked at a couple wide receivers and a couple corners. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, Paul Gregory looks like the only one that I really want to go after. Kyle Strickland, I'll keep on the list. I'm not going to offer him or schedule him until I scout him a bit more. I'll go ahead and schedule Gregory, though. You can come to the Ohio game, my friend. Ooh, Joel Joseph I can schedule. Perfect. I mean, Western Michigan and Marshall haven't offered him. I'm going to put him all the way down in Northern Illinois, I think. All right. Anyone else that want to schedule? Brian Setzo wants to schedule. Good on you, sir. I was looking at the wrong quarterback for the teams. I think I'll also do Northern Illinois. Who's got Carlos first, me or Marshall? Me. Okay. So yeah, these are the 2 quarterbacks I'm interested in. I have them on pretty similar level. I think on balance, Brian Setzo would be my pick, and it's honestly looks like he's the one I'll get. It might be a fight for Carlos, but I'm already ahead on both of them. Mine as well. Chase both. Anyone else want to schedule? No. Okay, let's just look at points ahead and do this the easy way. Casey McGill. I need. Where am I at with the 4-star guy? Oh yeah. So the only reason I'm going after Jonathan Powell is he's a 4-star prospect. Obviously, in a vacuum, a 66 overall C potential running back that speed is a 65 is terrible. And it is. But he is a 4-star prospect that it looks like I'm going to get with very little competition. It'll boost my recruiting ranking, if nothing else. That does sound like a silly reason to, go after a player. But, I mean, if I wanted to cherry pick, his ball carrier vision and ball security are already 74. He's obviously going to redshirt. So you give me 2 development chances where both those numbers could end up in the low 80s by the time when he's a redshirt freshman. I'd take that. So I think it's worth it. The speed is obviously immensely disconcerting. But other than that, I'm not too not too bent out of shape about it. That said, I do want to change. I guess it's a D pitch. Never mind. So I only have 20 targets right now, which is lower than I had last year. But I think the issue I'm just running into is like not many recruits want to come to me, and I'd rather focus on just trying to get as many of these guys as possible, and then maybe in the next couple weeks scout, more prospects to add to the target list. All right, we're facing Toledo. Now, I hate Toledo. And the reason I hate Toledo is their backup quarterback is a man named Jalen Sanderson. He was the other quarterback that I had on my list during the transfer portal. I ended up going with Hurst. Um, I mean, Sanderson did get a 7-point boost to his accuracy and a 3-point boost to his arm strength. So he developed really well. Problem is, for whatever reason unknown to God and man, despite paying Sanderson $3.5 million, they're going with their redshirt junior, also transfer, Bo Jones from Oklahoma, who insofar has completed 58% of his passes and not thrown a touchdown. So, yeah, that is honestly a little annoying. Toledo spent 3.9 million on Bo Jones, and they spent just under 7.5 million on these two quarterbacks, and they're only 1 year. There's only 1 year difference between them. So if they start Bo Jones this year and next year, they're only going to get 1 year out of Sanderson. I find that silly, but that's just me. But nonetheless, Toledo was 1-1. They lost to Colorado and beat up Buffalo. So far, they have yet to turn the ball over. Good for them. They're pretty good against the pass, and they're pretty good at passing the ball, which is a fun combo. So in that case, I'll work on my downfield passing and stopping their downfield passing. Sounds simple enough. We'll see how it goes. I do have one player visiting. It's Emmanuel Bullard, who it looks like mathematically I'll probably get either way. But he is also interested in Toledo, so made sense to schedule him. Looks like Toledo scheduled him against an out-of-conference opponent, which seems silly considering like 5 MAC schools are interested, but maybe they didn't have any room on the schedule. Year one, we beat Toledo 28-17. I believe that was the game. I look at my box score. Yeah, that was the game I remember because when I did like the end of season wrap up, I remember talking about how 3 of my guys fumbled. I believe in back-to-back-to-back drives, which was kind of funny. But nonetheless, Toledo's favored by 2, which fair. I mean, we're not going to be favored in like any game. But still it hurts a little bit. We're both 1-1. They win the toss. They elect to receive. That's fine with me. All right, you wouldn't listen. As a fellow pistol offense person, you want to run out of the pistol? Get blitzed. And Rowan Seal sacks Bo Jones. Get him out of here. Get him out. One thing I didn't check was whether Bo Jones could run. And he hasn't thrown a pass yet. You know what? I'll figure that out one way or another, I think. That's my official stance. Let it fly. Yeah, 2nd and 6. We get the ball pretty good field position, too. I would hate to ruin it. But it's 3rd and 4. I'm going to run it. Now, my decision to run it was predicated on, hey, we get 2 yards, even 1 yard, I'll go for it on 4th down. I did not expect Suarez to lose 2 yards. So we shall punt and see if we can burn them. Does not look like we can. They have yet to pass the ball, which, fair. And they finally do, and it goes 60 yards off a curl route. And Sebastian Harris walks it in. All right. That went about as poorly as you can imagine. And deflected pass. We punt, and their punt returner muffs it. We recover. That is a godsend because the momentum completely flipped Toledo's way. But now Suarez gets us in the end zone, and we're all tied up. And our defense gets a stop. Thank you, lads. The triple option. It didn't work. Oh, boy. All right. Jakob Hurst scrambles for 45 yards. Thank you, sir. That'll do. He's just like, listen, if my running backs don't want to run well, I'll just do it myself. And I kind of respect that. Duh. I mean, 4th and 1 at the 2, I'm going for it. And if they stop me, good for them. They did. Isaiah Sims, -1 yard. All right. Fair enough. They convert on 3rd and 4. I should have gone with a pass there. Or a pass defense. Alejandro Post gets a sack. 3rd and 3. I bet they run it. Some only blitz one linebacker. They passed it. To be fair. Okay, 3rd and 12. Surely they don't convert. There we go. They punt. I mean, listen, it's 4th and 1 at the 2. If you don't go for that, then what are you doing? Especially when I have a kicker that misses extra points regularly. Yeah, we punt. Pretty good defensive game so far as Toledo punts also. Yeah, I mean, their run game has been completely shut down. Our pass game has been completely shut down. I mean, last year, Uriel dropped it. Last year and the year before, I think we had the running backs where I could just run it, every 2 plays out of 3 and be comfortable with that. But this year, I don't have that third running back to lean on. Defense gets another stop. I am preemptively turning off 2 clock since I'm a prophet. We are going to score here. There we go. I'll pass. Man. All right, I'm going to flip the 2 clock. Kick it. There we go. Carlos makes the 44-yarder, which in this game ain't nothing. I mistakenly simmed the play on cover 4 quarters. There we go. Their tight end drops a pass. Welcome to the club. 4th and 3. Incomplete. I'll turn up tempo back on just for the heck of it. Send the Hail Mary. And he got intercepted. Fair enough. Oh, sorry, Hurst. Yes, that's a bit awkward for the stat line. You returned it 13 yards. Well, we're back a little bit further than I'd like. No matter. Mohamed Suarez, well, almost had it. There we go, Jalen Barber. I think the 2 tight end system works. I think I like it more than 3. Hurst gets 6 yards. Kendall John gets us more. And we are stalled completely. Curls didn't work. Field goal is good. And we're still only up by 6. I mean, our defense has played spectacularly as Rowan Seals gets a tackle for a loss on 3rd and 1. That works. Oh, no, guys. I mean, they didn't engage 8. In an ideal world, you clear the end and just bounce it offside. But that did not happen, and I must punt once again. An end around against an engage 8. They could have ran that for a touchdown if they got the edge. Oh, Hurst got sacked. Is that the first sack of the game? Second. Okay. There we go. Clutch conversion by Isaiah. We are in Toledo territory. I think, based on how our defense is playing, if we score a touchdown here and get a stop on the next drive, I think we just win. Because at that point, I think we can just clock them to death. That is complicated, however, by our desire to just not have a successful second down run. There we go, Kendall John. Suarez gets in. The game wants me to go for 2. I mean, yeah, might as well. 13 versus 14. You're just making them make 2 extra points. I'll do slants. No dice. All right. So we're only up by 12. I mean, they still need 2 touchdowns regardless. And our defense has been pretty good at stopping them. I say that. And by the time I was done with the sentence, they're at our 31. And then Sebastian Harris fumbled. Bradshaw forces. Tanaka recovers. Good man. Oh, and Fleming goes backwards. But the motion option, it works. All right, now we're just going to run the ball out. Or try to. We're going to try to run the ball out. Looks like it's working. Kendall John gets 14 yards. Toledo is using their timeouts, which is fine. And Isaiah Sims gets a 12-yard run. Why stop there? Let's just keep running the ball. Worst case scenario, we fumble and I look like an idiot. Thankful. We beat Toledo 19-7. Everyone on the offense needs to go to the defensive meetings next week and shake their hands. Toledo was 2 of 10 on third down, 2.6 rushing yards per attempt. Pretty good. Pretty good. That'll do. I mean, yeah, it was a very low score game. But, I mean, after their second drive, they never scored again, which was really impressive. I mean, the closest they got, honestly, was this fumble. Like, they got close. A touchdown there, and we have a game again, but then we just drove down the field, ding, 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 ding. So much better game. Hurst, 16-27. Yeah, not his greatest passing game. He had the pick and the Hail Mary, which is going to look awkward in the stat sheet later. But he was really good on the ground, 51 yards. Suarez, 82 yards, a touchdown. Sims got killed. Fleming didn't do much better. The motion options we did with the wide receivers worked. 2 sacks by our defense. 40 tackles for a loss, though. Wait, no, that's tackles. Oh, that would be. Can you imagine a defense getting 40 tackles for a loss? I wonder if that's ever happened in a college game. Somebody look that up and get back to me in the comments. 11 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, and obviously the forced fumble. Kearns was perfect on the day, which again doesn't always happen. All right, we're 2-1. We have already won more games this season than we did in the first 7 weeks of last year when we started 1-5. Oh boy. All right, Vincent Clay is back and healthy again. Uriel is complaining about playing time. Well, buddy, I have this unfortunate situation, right, where your catching is the worst of my entire receiving core. You're the worst blocker on my entire receiving core. You are the third quickest of my, there's no reason to put him above Isaiah. None. Especially when Isaiah already has 120 yards and a touchdown in 3 games. That ain't gonna happen. Speaking of which, it's time to look at this screen. Duh, I knew it. I knew he would complain about being injured. All right, Leland Singh wants me to rip the red shirt off of him. Here's the thing, Leland. I'm not gonna do that. I mean, I'm just not. So when he inevitably complains at the end of the season, I'll just offer him a percentage of snaps that he'll get because I'm losing my top 3 wide receivers next year. Braden complaining is a bit annoying. I mean, his tackling is a 59. I don't care. I'll swap out him and Barton and just see what percentage of snaps that boosts him up to. But, I mean, I'm not putting him ahead of Tanaka or Post. That's just not happening. All right. Yeah, last year we had, I think, only 1 transfer risk the whole season, so it's going to be a little different this time. Okay, let me look at these guys a little more. I mean, the only thing stopping me is the C minus potential. Like his speed is okay, his catching's fine. His weight is 145. I worry that's in the 3% debuff range. Either way, I'll invite him on down. I'll offer him a scholarship. So it couldn't hurt. I mean, I'm not going after any other wide receivers, but that just is what it is. I'm gonna get some more scouting on these guys. Anyone else need it? You do. Anyone else? No. Okay. All right, so I'm 100% scouted on nearly everyone on my list. I might as well just make it 100. Cool. It's definitely not the most efficient thing to do, but hey, efficiency. Bah. Oi! Pitt had their visit with Casey McGill. I mean, they got 520 points despite losing. They have. What's Pitt's college life level? A plus. Okay. If only this kid cared about playing time, maybe blowing all these schools away. All right. Okay. I mean, he's going to get one of my best pitches then, as is Benson. Is that a 723 I see under Toledo? What'd they do? Oh, they offered him money. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. Oh, geez. Michigan had their visit. They beat USC by 38, and it's a top 10. Why do I even bother? I'm now 1,300 behind. Oh, boy. I mean, the good news is I only have 6 less interest in Michigan. He also cares about money. What would happen if, let's say, I gave him the best pitch I could and wrote him a check for 400,000? That gets me 1,000 even. I mean, he has A potential, but like Joel Joseph has A plus, but Joel Joseph also looks terrible. His run blocking is already 71. I'll offer him the 400,000. I will make that executive decision. No, Miami's this was earlier. 280. Okay. It's not great for an opening visit. UTSA only got 250 for Foley, which is good. Oh, man, why does his overall have to be a 56? Even a 60. Even a 60 I could live with. I feel like I'm gonna get lapped on a lot of these guys. But we'll see how it goes. All right. Okay. Well, we're 2-1. Marlon Smith is gonna be healthy. Oh, speaking of which, how's Brandon Graham done in these 2 games? No stats against Western Michigan, and he got a tackle against Toledo. Fair enough. All right. All right. Miami of Ohio. What have you been up to? Lost Arizona, beat Northern Illinois, and beat Central Michigan. Northern Illinois is having such. Yeah, like they went 10-4 last year, 3-9. Having such a weird year. Oh, they scheduled an FCS school. Lost all respect. They good at anything? Yes, they're good at running the ball. Noted. Yeah, Russian. Yeah, okay. So their name of the game is their running backs. And honestly, they have a worse running back room than mine, but I mean, Davin Garcia's averaged 7.6 yards a carry. That, my friends, is a big number. Who's your quarterback? Okay, looks like it should be this guy, but he's injured. So Hudson Sykes is my opponent today. He has a cannon. He's smart, but he can't throw accurately. Is that borne out by his stats? Honestly, yes. Cool. 3 touchdowns, though. That ain't nothing. I mean, we're obviously going to work on stopping their run and honestly work on our running game. I think last week against Toledo was good, but the previous 2 weeks were a little shaky. See what we got. Miami's favored by 1. And keep in mind, we're at home, so in reality, they're favored by more. I have 5 players visiting, including quarterback prospect Carlos Dunez. Coming on down. Casey McGill. I think if we win, we could potentially. I don't think we'll leapfrog Pitt, but we'll definitely catch up. So far in the sim, we play each other each year because we're in division. I won in the first year. Miami beat us last year. Nothing too crazy overall. Let's flip a coin here. They call heads. Fools. Never mind, they were correct. But they elect to receive, so I get what I want. All the same. Send the blitz. Interesting. I wonder what the QB or the AI saw a blitz coming up the A gap and said, I'm going to hand it off to the running back. And then they got 8 yards. That just feels rude. 3rd and 2. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? Yes, they do. All right, they punt. Defense gets a 3 and out. Good job. Good job to the lads. 3rd and 2. We run it. Hindsight being 2020, I saw the play art and did not see the draw part of the play. That's on me. Looks like they're pretty run heavy to open. Their QB can run, so I'm going to bring the safety down. Thank you, Malachi Patton, for bailing me out there. Because I brought the safety down and they threw it to the slant where the safety wasn't. That could have been really bad. But our offense is moving. We're shaking. We completely lost all momentum when that read option didn't work. Carlos makes the field goal, though. The safety blitz there was a bit bold, I think. Hey, Gavin Graham with the interception. Look at you, buddy. This dude this he low key might be my most talented defensive player, and it's only because he's like our best zone coverage guy and he can tackle like a howitzer. And I didn't even redshirt him. I debated redshirting him, but I mean he was our number 2 safety, I believe, last year. So, and he also wanted to be a star, which is a bad combination. Because then they'll complain. 3rd and 5. I don't love slants here. The drive play works. That did not. Hashtag analysis. Their Nate works. We're at the 2. All right. I'm just going to do halfback dive 4 times. And if we can't get in the end zone, Miami deserves to win this game. All right. 0 for 1. And the second time gets it. Isaiah Sim. He missed another extra point. That's actually insane. It has to be the accuracy. Like, maybe the cutoff accuracy for, like, guaranteed extra point is 80. And to be fair, that doesn't sound like the most outlandish, idea in the world, but man alive, he has missed so many of those. 3rd and 8. All right, it's a long field goal. They make it. 45-yarder. Miami is on the board. And that missed extra point looms large. Kendall John, 44 yards. Thank you. Thank you, sir. We're at the 9. I am not doing a bubble screen. Are you out of your mind? Just going to run the ball 3 times. There we go. I feel like I should have maybe gone for 2 there, but it's a little early for that. As Terry Persaud picks off Hudson Sykes. Thank you. All right, Chew clock is staying on mainly because it looks like we're not going to convert this 3rd down. Me of little faith as Kendall John gets 10 yards. We're just going to try to burn as much clock as we can here. Never mind. Vincent Clay, 9-yard pass on the slants. I am now going to go for 2. Slants again. There we go. Success. Isn't it a beautiful thing? All right, we're up by 21. I initially thought I was going to get burned when I did the blitz on 1st and 10 because I figured the AI would definitely pass it since it's like a 1 minute drill. All right, 4 seconds left. We get the ball. Let's just run it. All right. Again, Crawford, I swear, you're low-key killing me on these kickoff returns. But hey, our team's looking pretty good so far in the MAC. We convert on 3rd and 3. What a world. And that time as well. We're just crushing them. The crushing perhaps a bit too soon. Field goal it is. All right. So far, defense has done well. Now that I've jinxed them, they will allow the touchdown. My decision to safety blitz there was actually made sense because they did a stretch run. But whoever that safety was could not make a tackle. And that upsets me. And they run it and get it. All right. Miami's on the board. Man, bad time for a 3-and-out, guys. Bad time for a 3-and-out. They're going for it on 4th and 2. I mean, I'm just going to blitz them again. No dice. They did a fullback. They did a strong stretch with the fullback in. All right. And all of a sudden, I mean, that was a span of what, 6? 8. Yeah, about 8 or so minutes. Miami just put up 14 points, and now it's a 10-point game. Okay. Let's burn some clock. If we didn't convert that 3rd and 3, I would have benched Isaiah Sims myself. Fool him with the play action. There we go. There we go. All right. I think it's too little too late for Miami. But credit to them for putting a little drive together there at the end. And Kendall John, touchdown pass on 3rd and 9. Extra point is good. Zone blitz there was an inspired call, and they punt. They've waved the white flag. Never mind, they're still calling timeouts. And the backups are in because we're up by 15 under 5 minutes, which I didn't clock before. And he threw a pick. Had we not scored that touchdown just now, I would be much more terrified. They get in, and we recover the onside kick. All right, the starters are back in now, which is kind of funny. Just going to run it one more time for science. Call a timeout because Miami, you punted and then called a timeout. Therefore, I will try for the field goal. And it works. All right. We win 37-24. We held them to 4 yards a pass. That might be like the lowest we've ever done. They outran. Yeah, we didn't do good at all running the ball. They were 1 of 8 on 3rd down, which honestly really helped us. Barely any big plays. Not our best performance. We still, Hurst, 16-22, 185 yards, 2 touchdowns. That works. Sims, didn't do great, but on the day, 8 yards, 2 touchdowns I'll take. Suarez wasn't at his best. Fleming got stopped. Kendall John did really well. Uriel Valentine wasn't even targeted, so he'll probably want to kill me. No sacks from either team. 2 picks, though. Good job, Terry. Good job, Graham. I'm going to sim, and then I'm going to look at Crawford's return stats, because I might switch to a new returner. I'm just noticing so many of those kickoffs he's taken like 10 yards, 15 yards out from the end zone or in the middle of the end zone. So I'm starting at a negative. Oh, no. This is why I can't have nice things. All right, whatever. First, I'm going to address the 2 things I said I would address earlier. Brandon Graham, put that red shirt back on. In his 3 games, he accumulated One tackle and then one tackle for loss. Good on him. Okay. What was I doing? Uh, Kickoff return. So Crawford is averaging 14 yards a kickoff return, 6.8 yards a punt. Last year, Henry or not, he was 20 yards and six. So he's doing a little worse. I don't think I'm going to make a switch yet, but that is something to note. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room. That Hurst goes down 8 weeks. I'm not going to play him. That goes without saying. Um, yeah, I mean, okay. Now I need to. I mean, it's Heath, right? Like realistically, yeah, it has to be. There's really no other argument. All right, so Landon Heath is going to be our starter for 7 games because we have the bye in there. Last year he went 55 of 88, 62% completion, 6 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 845 yards. This year so far, 3 of 5, 67 yards, touchdown, and a pick. Last year, for those who didn't see those videos, he started 2 games against Bowling Green and Akron, played pretty well, played for about a half, or excuse me, Bowling Green and Eastern Michigan, played for about a half against Akron before I think Geo started against Akron. But all right, Landon Heath is our QB. So 8 weeks of 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow, we don't get him back. We don't get him back until Buffalo. We don't get him back until Buffalo. That is rough. That's rough. All right. Who knew my stream title would be so prophetic by calling this a new year, new look offense? What's insane is even with a major injury, his overall is still higher than these guys. I'm not gonna play him though. His arm strength is a 65 anyway. Like, what are we doing? Okay. Let me look at the visit results really quick for these guys. So 45 for almost everyone, 310 for Brock David, which is a bit annoying. That means Georgia State can still get him. But besides that, pretty good returns. Anyone else want to schedule a visit? Or do I have everyone? I think I might have everyone. All right. Oh, good. Michigan decided to offer Garland a scholarship. Good for you. Insanity. Um, I mean, I think I'm still gonna chase on Garland, Frey. Does Moore want money? He does. If I give him, let's call it like his market value, essentially 300,000. That gives me 915. I don't hate that because I need O linemen. I am perfectly fine paying these O linemen a couple $100,000 just because I need them so bad. I don't think I'm really there with Frey. His strength is a 68 as a JUCO, which is really worrisome. I'll see. I'll see how the recruiting visit goes against Ohio, and then go from there. Penn State just got 945 points in a loss to OSU. Good. Oh, goody. So our dream of getting Yahir Coates might be dead in the water. That's fine. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, we're behind on so many guys. Like, it's not looking good. And Marshall just got offered a scholarship to Carlos. So they're in the race for him. Yeah, I mean, really, like, we are in tight races with everyone. I might bail on Kenneth Foley, I think. Even though the visit went pretty well, I mean, honestly, he can play O-line too. I'm just so far behind, and North Texas hasn't even had their visit. I'll stay in there for a little bit. Curtis, I think we have to keep chasing. Benson, we have to keep chasing. Mm, Lincoln, we'll see how the visit goes. I'm not that confident. Virginia's visit went well. They got 380. Come on, Pitt. What are you doing? Okay, well, all of the sudden, what was a season of promise and joy after 4 games has turned to catastrophe as Jacob Hurst is now out for almost the rest of the regular season. It should also be known that I have failed to pass against 235 yards against Toledo, and so thus I miss out on 225 or $2.25 million. Cool. I am on pace to get the pancakes though. We're halfway there with 8 games to go. Ooh, Buffalo. 0-4. Guys. But now we have Ball State. And as we discussed, Ball State is the worst team in the MAC. I've accepted they won a game this year. They beat Buffalo. That's good for them. They lost to an FCS school last year. If we don't win this game, been off the season. I don't care who my quarterback is. Their quarterback, Bryson McMillan, once again. Yeah, he's still not good. He can run it. He hasn't run it much this year. He can run it, but I am not worried at all. We need to work on our passing game, though. I guess I'll stop their run, even though they're 122nd in the country in running the ball. All right. If we lose this game, I am ready to sound the alarm bells. They have 6 players visiting, none of whom I'm really in on, but according to the game, 3 of them I'm in on. So far in the sim, we beat them 2 years ago, 43-3. Is that a Ty Hawkins masterclass? Oh no, that was a Gio. Oh yeah, that was last year. What am I thinking? Look at Jeremiah Carr getting 3 touchdowns. What a lad. All right, let's rock. Tails never fails. Heads, huh? And they elect to receive. The AI loves doing that. Send the blitz. And they got 9 yards. Then they got 0 yards. Come on, get them. Ah, they converted. Third and 10. I'm a little worried about their QB running, so I'll bring down the safety. Incomplete pass either way. Good punt return from Crawford. 24 yards. All right, Landon. The assignment is the same. Post. Send it. 20-yarder. That'll do. And I know Heath can do the job. My fear is, though, he's just so. The numbers themselves, his ratings are just grim. So, turnover wise, I'm especially worried. But we're already at the 3. We're already at the 2. We're already in the end zone. What am I even saying? Then again, I think he threw 2 passes that drive. It's fine. It's fine. The gap press worked. We're so back. 3rd and 9. I feel like I may be thinking of a different playbook, but I remember there being a sort of corner strike play in the playbook. Oh, Heath got sacked. We punt. And they have good field position, too. Wow. All right. All right. They came to play. Oh, no, they went backwards. Oh, and then they missed the field goal. Poor Ball State. Heath got sacked again. That's the other thing we lose is that Hurst is a mobile quarterback who has that dual threat ability. Heath does not have that. What he does have is a 3rd down conversion to Ty Bunch. That works. He got sacked again. Quit sacking my innocent backup QB. Goal line D. Get him. Oh, they passed. This could be catastrophic. I'll do regular blitz. I guess it was the 4, not like the 3 or the 2, but still, I fully expected them to run there. All right, they punt. So far, this is not the most exciting game for the neutrals, but that's okay. It don't have to be. We're in the red zone, and Isaiah Sims, 18-yard rush. Honestly, those 14 points might be enough to win it. A sack from Clark Bacon. Thank you. We're just going to run the ball out here. No. No. Going to run the ball. Thank you. All right. I mean, good news. We're shutting out Ball State. They're averaging 2 yards per rush. Bad news is our pass game is clearly, clearly worse. So there is that. We'll see how this goes. All right. Run the ball, 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 under. Listen, Yuri, it's Celestine. I feel like I called him Clementine after last game. It's okay. Middle hook. Send it. Poor Heath. He got sacked again. Oh, this poor guy. Oh, and they go backward. Why on third? I'm not going to ask questions. They punt. All right, one more touchdown, and the backups come in for the fourth quarter, which means we would see Seth Vogel. But that is not happening as Heath was sacked once again, and Carlos missed the field goal. So this is going to be Ball State's best opportunity probably to score. 3rd and 4. Third and goal at the 11. I'm going zone. Wow. What a play call on 3rd and goal at the 11. Just 2 out routes, 2 curls, and send it. Fair enough. Ball State's on the board. You can forget about the backups coming in, boys. Now we're just going to run the ball out. Ooh, maybe not. Never mind. We are. Well, the game was close for but a moment as Tanner Fleming runs it in for, I believe, his first touchdown of the year. Extra point is good. And then they get a 36-yard pass. Fair enough. All right. They make the field goal, so it's a 14-point game. That also means the backups won't come in at the under 5 mark, which I am okay with. Good conversion. Now we just run the ball out right off into the sunset. 1st and goal at the 1. You think I'm not scoring? Excuse me. Sims? Really? 0-yard rush? Don't embarrass the family. Again? All right, now it's personal. Get in there. There we go. It took 3 tries, but we got there. Okay, we beat Ball State 31-10. Again, it's impossible to be a good sportsman against the computer. I keep telling you. I think our offense, without question, or our passing game rather, without question, is worse. But that's fine. I don't think he's played that bad of a game, honestly. We stopped their rush, which was good, but they still had a decent pass game against us. He 13 of 20, 160 yards. Rather uninspiring. Sims 108 yards, three touchdowns. That'll do. That'll do. Got a couple sacks, 11 tackles for a loss, and obviously Kearns missed his field goal. But so did their kicker. It is what it is. All right, well, we pass the Ball State test, which that was never really in doubt. Yeah. I don't think at any point in that game was I ever really worried. No injuries for the first time this season. Round of applause. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I mean, recruiting it doesn't look great, does it? Like, we're behind. We're only ahead on 10 of the guys. We do have a lot of visits coming up for the guys in the back. Penn State offered money to Coates. I don't think I'm getting Coates. And I think the sooner I accept that. But also, he's really good at the game of football. But even if I offer, let's say, 500,000 in my best pitch, that only gets me 752. I'm kind of okay with that. Oh, Michigan offered more money. Go away, Michigan. You don't need these O linemen. What are you even doing going after a 3-star O lineman anyway, huh? Huh? That's my question. Toledo's knocking on the door for Skylar Casey's. Man, I think I'm just going to lose out on some of these guys. All right. I'm now going to take a moment to see if there is any 2-star or above players that could potentially be of interest to me. Position and overall is irrelevant. Right now, I'm only really looking at, no, at potential. You're not bad, not good. Let's just get that disclaimer out here immediately. Oh yeah, this is that Shepherd guy that I'm ahead of. I need one of the other schools to just take interest in this kid, but I don't think that's happening. This isn't going to be like that one year at Purdue where I take 4 guys. Whoa, may commit soon. Ay, Kenneth, buddy. Kenneth. Can I call you Kenneth? Is he just playing to commit for the North Texas? No, they're week 11. Okay. I am pulling myself out of the Kenneth Foley sweepstakes. And instead gonna give that pitch to McGill. That way I can give a better pitch to or would it be better? No, it'd actually be worse. Hold please. You know what, Brock David, have a good pitch. Okay. That's that. Well, here we are. There first. Okay, let me look at transfer risks really quick. Gooden, Clementine, Braden. Braden, you are injured. You should be thanking me that I'm playing you at all. Leland's saying that's going to be a thing. I'm just going to have to listen. I'm just accepting that. Uriel, I mean, I can't move him higher. Like, I think honestly, I'll just promise them both better snap percentage because I'm losing 3 of the guys ahead of them anyway. And so, like, I'm fine with this. I'm fine with that. What was the corner complaining? Landon Gooden? I mean, Landon, there's an argument to be made that Randy Kolowski should be starting over you. It's not a great argument because Randy's IQ is a 59. But hey. All right. Okay, so we're facing off against Army, who insofar are 2-2. They beat ranked Louisville, but then lost to Memphis, lost to SMU also. Okay. Okay. How's your QB looking? Josue Polite. He's not bad. He had a lot of picks last year. Did he have any against us last year? No, he's actually pretty efficient against. Yeah, we played Army last year. We're playing them again. Same thing with Memphis. Oh boy. I didn't actually look. Let me look at this really quick. Oh, okay. They're really good at passing the ball. Joke's on you. We're really great at stopping the pass. We're not. And we're going to work on downfield. Pretty much every time now that Landon Heath is our starter, we're going to be working on that downfield passing. Army is favored by 6. which seems fair in all honesty. They have 4 recruits visiting, none of whom I am enough. And last year, obviously, Army beat us 31-20. So, all right, our goal for this game needs to be stopping Josue, making him work for it. I'm going to defer. I debated electing to receive, but you know what? I trust my defense. I should have bailed out of the blitz when I saw it was single back trips. Remember when I said I trust my defense and 6 plays later they're at the 4 yard line? That was a fun time. All right, we sent him backwards. Ooh, we held him to a field goal. That's big. All right, let's get this party rolling. Kickoff return looked decent, which I'll take. There we go, Suarez. Okay, look at our offense gliding through Army. And Isaiah Sims runs it in. Touchdown. The Kent State Golden Flashes, which is still a wild mascot to have. All right. We forced the 3-and-out. We need to score here. So I don't know how many 3-and-outs we're going to be able to face. So we really need to capitalize. Landon, I'm looking at you, and I need you to stop throwing incompletions. Thank you, Landon. There we go. Tanner Fleming with a catch. That doesn't happen often. Please make this. Oh, Carlos made the field goal. Okay. Okay. 3rd and 2. They don't get it. They punt again. Our defense is showing up today. The draw play, not what I wanted. I'm going for it on 4th and 1. Send it. There we go. Sims gets 2 yards. That could have been a catastrophe. Running power O with a non-mobile quarterback. Yep, that's me. And we have to punt anyway. Man. They convert on 3rd and 3. Oh, no. They are moving and shaking. They're in the I formation, and they do curls out of the I formation. What a move. And they convert on 3rd and 8. Guys. All right, Army ties it up. I have to try to get into field goal range. There we go. We're down to 1 timeout, guys. All right, I'm just gonna run the ball here. Oh, I can just let the clock run out. Cool. All right. Well, not a great end to the half. Not a great start to the second half either. Sims goes backwards on 3rd down, and we punt. Oh, I didn't check. How is. I mean, they're averaging 8 yards a pass, which is bad. Hashtag analysis. Run game, we're pretty even. They're 2 of 5 on 3rd down. Let's see if we can make it 2 of 6. Nope. Instead of 3 at 6. All right. I'm blitzing. There we go. Good call. They tried the zone alert. It doesn't work. Please, offense. I need a long drive that gets me some points. The halfback stretch there was an inspired call. Tanner Fleming, 14 yards. Am I in the matrix? Bubble screen didn't work, but that does. Jalen Barber, 23 yards. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm not doing a QB sneak because I don't trust Landon Heath. We're up by 7. Okay, they have the ball with pretty good field position. That instant first down does not help things. The RPO got it. Guys, we can't be getting killed by an RPO. They run it to the outside when I do a C gap blitz. Well, we're all tied up. Play action. Play action did not work. Whoo, defense got to stop. And Joe Crawford muffed the punt. Well, them's the breaks. And then a clutch sack by Caden Davis. They missed the field goal. Woo-wee. All right. Okay. We burn some clock, get into field goal range, win. Never mind. Incompletion, we have to punt. Oh, no. Yep. Our defense is getting killed. 3rd and 3. I mean, I have to blitz them. It works. They miss the field goal. Whoo, buddy Matthew Noble, you are about to be honorably discharged. Okay. Well, we have 1 minute and 3 timeouts to get a decent amount of yardage. Starting off with an incompletion is not great. There we go. 10 yards. You can do this, Landon. I say that with semi-confidence. There we go. There we go. We're at the 18th. I'm still passing it because that seems to work. 31-yard field goal to give us the moment, the lead against Army. And Carlos missed it. I should have ran one more play. No. My kicker should be expected to make a 31-yard field goal. Carlos. Unbelievable. All right, we're going to overtime. Unbelievable, Carlos. All right, we get tails. We're going to start on defense. We're going to start on defense. What are they doing? Single back trips? Behold, my QB spy. Okay. And they score a touchdown in 3 plays. Cool. All right. If you think I'm not just going to run the ball and slants it into Oblivion Army, you have to think I'm. Incompletion on 3rd and 5. Slant, send it. No dice. Pass to Kendall John, incomplete. I mean, that is probably the most disappointing loss of the save. Right there. We had Army beaten multiple times. And look at this. Look at this. They score a touchdown to tie it up. We punt. Not a great drive. They miss the field goal. We have to punt again. They miss a field goal, and then we drive down the field in 54 seconds. Slew of good passes, and a 31-yard field goal misses. Our defense did so well. Just couldn't stop him there. Heath, 21 of 39, 217 yards. Terrible game. Sims got a couple touchdowns, but overall didn't do great. Suarez did fine. I mean, I can't really be mad that my kicker missed one when their kicker missed 2, but come on, man. Yeah, that's a disappointing one. That's a really disappointing one. Because with that win, we're 5-1 with a pretty good chance to win our next 3 games against MAC teams, and with no dice. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt us. All right. So let me fully scout this dude. How many linebackers do I have on this list already? 3? Well, no, I took 1 off of it. All right, you can come on down, and let's schedule you Guess against Memphis. All right, right now we're only ahead on 10 guys. That is obviously horrendous. So let me really quick go back and see. I mean, if I move him to O line, it's not the worst idea in the world. He's really small, so he's gonna get the point debuff. But I mean, let's be frank, he's not good. But I'll take what I can get. All right. Nah, Jen Price, like I already pretty much said no to in my head. Corner, nope. Offensive line, no. You might not be terrible. Let's add you to the list. Oh boy. So it's gonna be pretty low recruiting class this year, folks. Which is never. We still have a lot of visits with some of these guys down here, which helps, but man, all right. Okay, I'm gonna give the best pitches to the guys I'm closest on. Geez, Penn State, will you chill out? Their ace pitch is 540 points. That is insane. And his interest in me is almost 10 higher. I am hurt by this. Substantially. Has anyone else even? No, no one else has entered in on Brian Setsu. So odds are he's going to be mine. Tight end, you, my friend, can show up in the Northern Illinois game. Come on down. Let's have some fun. Running back is not what I wanted. QB is what I wanted. I mean, so far, Landon Heath, 36-64, 444 yards, touchdown pick. He's just been uninspiring in his two starts so far. But, I mean, Vogel is just objectively worse. His arm strength, 3 less. Accuracy, 1 less. IQ, 4 less. I don't know how he only has 1 less overall point with all those numbers being what they are. But that is what it is. All right, we're going up against Ohio. They have 2 wins on the season against Eastern and Western Michigan. Everybody else has popped them, including Oklahoma State, that just put 60 points on their head. That's something. Fabian Frost is their QB, a transfer from Miami of Ohio. He has as many interceptions as touchdowns and as many fumbles as rushing touchdowns. Not too afraid of their gunslinger. Their running backs. Sean McClare's pretty good. Stephen Preston's pretty good. That's about it. All right. Guess we'll work on stopping their run game, even though they're 17th in pass per game. We got this. And work on our passing game. Because as demonstrated, it needs all the help it can get. We're favored by 4, which is wonderful. We have 6 recruits visiting. Hopefully we can catch up on Lucas Ray and Lincoln Robinson. Curtis Farley, I'm just accepting the fact he's probably going to go to Kennesaw State. But since we're a division, we play Ohio every year. First year, beat them by 14. Last year, only beat them by 2. So it is a close one. Ohio calls heads. Yeah. And it is heads. But once again, Just like the other AI, they elect to receive, which I'm more than fine with. I've been really impressed with our defense so far this season. Our offense, we lost our starting QB, and that's that. McClure has arrived. Oh boy. They converted on 3rd and 7. They're at R2. All right. Here we go. They decided to show up. Let's see if we can match. 3-yard pass on the posts. Never change, Landon. Never mind. Please change immediately because we have to punt. Too high safety. I dare you. All right, cool. Oh, jeez. Hey, Ty Bunch, 49-yard pass over the top. They did a thunder smoke blitz on 3rd and 12. We must have picked it up and send it over the top. Can you tear up scholarships in game? I would like to, as Clark Bacon gets a sack, but we can't get off the field. What else is new? There we go. Force a punt. Why must we're so bad at the simple things. Jalen Barber, 26 yards. Landon Heath throws it to the tight end so much. Really? 3rd and 10, gentlemen. 4th and 6 of the 7, I'll take the field goal attempt. I can't even say I'll take the points anymore, because assuming Carlos is going to make a kick is the greatest fatal conceit in the history of the world. All right, they're lining up to go for it on 4th and 2. Empty shotgun. The odds that it's a designed run are low. I'm going to bring the safety down. It was spacing, and they did get it. All right. And they get a touchdown on 3rd and 7. Why does Harrison Neal sound familiar? I'm imagining things. Why does that name sounds familiar? All right, well, we're down by 5, and our offense must punt once again, and our defense just got eviscerated on 3 straight plays. Remember when this game was close? I don't. Oh boy. See, this is why that Army loss really hurts, because we lose all wiggle room in the MAC now. I'm going back to up tempo. There we go. Sims gets in the end zone. Extra point is good. Thank you for making that one, Carlos. Appreciate it. Hi! Interception by Gavin Graham. Good one, buddy. Okay. Good news. Our pass game is doing okay. We're also stopping their run pretty well. Bad news, they're killing us in the air, which, let's be frank, everyone saw coming. But it's still, it hurts a little bit to see it play out in real time. And Heath got sacked. Fair enough, kid. Please don't convert. My morale can only take so much. Ooh, they punt. Zero-yard rush on 3rd and 4 is my worst nightmare. Brody Cheney with the sack. Come on. 3rd and 13. Surely. Marlon Smith, returning from injury a couple weeks back, gets a pick. Welcome to the show. If we don't get a touchdown here, tear up the playbook. I'm firing my offensive coordinator. Am I the offensive coordinator? There we go. 1st and goal to 1. Sims gets in. I'm going to go for 2 because I don't really care much about going up by 2. Seems a bit silly. Sims gets in. All right, we're up by 3. That is good. Hashtag analysis. Okay. Devin Turner with another sack. And then Corey Chump with a sack. We're in business. And Tanner Fleming fumbled. Here's a question. Why is Tanner Fleming running the ball so much as of late? We you know what? Rain Flowers, welcome. You're gonna get some run today. Is that fair? Or maybe not. Oh, our defense held them to a field goal. Those dudes are awesome. 3rd and 4, I'm passing. I can't trust you on 3rd and 4 anymore. Nah, it would be too stupid to go for it. I think our defense is playing okay enough. 3rd and 18. There we go. I didn't see who got the sack there, but credit to you. You know who you are. And Heath is picked by Talon Barlow at the 44. Man alive. Our defense is doing very well, despite the fact they've scored 24 points. 2 turnovers, man. 1st and goal at the 4. They ran it. And they ran it again, but that time they got him. All right. Okay, offense. It's time to actually get in the end zone again. There we go. 3rd and 3 conversion. That works. 3rd and 9 doesn't work so much. I mean, I might as well go for it. A punt here versus a turnover on down makes little difference if our defense can't get the stop on the first down anyway. So we're going to go for it. 4th and 9, FL cross, send it. Let's go, Jalen Barber, 22 yards. All right, we're back. We're in business. All right, now we need to burn a little bit of clock. Goal line. All right, good. Clock burned. 3rd and goal at the 1, dive. Dive again. Now, I am of the opinion that if you score, you might as well go for 2 here. Because my soul can't handle 2 overtimes in a row. We're doing the halfback stretch. No dice. Sims run, falls short. I think in hindsight, being 2020, I still should have gone for it. 1 play, get it done. Carlos has missed, I think we're up to 2 or 3 extra points this year. He missed 6 last year. Unbelievably sad. Heath, 19 of 31, 216 yards, touchdown pick. Our running game didn't really get going that much. Sims did okay. The Fleming fumble just took all of our momentum away. 5 sacks also. And it all came down to a 2-point conversion that failed. Man, that's so annoying. All right, we're 4-3, and then 2 more injuries. Good. All right, Braden Colley is back. Maybe he'll stop whining about playtime now, you injured schmuck. Who else? Brookins. I mean, here's the thing, Brookins. You're still like my best coverage guy. So, in all honesty, you're just not going to move. Congrats. Micah Ryu going down is a bit painful. But, I mean, his strength is a 63 now. I'll bring him down below Powers. Powers, how you looking this year? 4 sacks allowed? Fine. I'll allow that. Official visit results. I mean, yeah, we lost. Like, we had it. We got to commit. I just saw. Spoiler alert. But Emmanuel Bullard, come on down. Get our first commit. O-lineman. He's not very good, let's be frank, but he could grow into something. Ryan Gabriel, A minus potential linebacker. I'll take that. That loss sucks. Man. Um, I'll offer Vincent Gibson and just operate under the assumption he's gonna move to O line for me. Spencer, how are we looking, buddy? I mean, he's a JUCO guy. I'll play him. When do you want to come visit, buddy? You can come visit. Let's do Akron, and I will offer you a scholarship. Made that decision. Here's hoping it doesn't backfire on me. All right, so what was the kid? Yeah, Lucas. So since I lost to Ohio, that that took me out of the Lucas Frey sweepstakes. So I'll drop from him. Michigan is kind of taking their foot off the gas with Garland. I'm still 1,000 behind, but I figure I might as well wait a couple weeks to see the result of this Bowling Green game. And if we win, I might stay in the sweepstakes here. Corey Moore, I'm gonna increase the money amount by 200,000. I'm making that executive decision. Lincoln Robinson, I feel like I'm just not gonna get him. Which seems silly because we just had an official visit, but it didn't go that well. We're 448 behind, and Western Michigan has their visit. Like, I'll bow out of the Lincoln Robertson sweepstakes also. Okay, and that brings me to these guys. I'm staying in for McGill because, to be frank, I really want him. The issue is, he doesn't really want money. But I mean, he's Suarez is graduating, and outside of Sims, I have no running backs that I trust next year. Casey McGill would play as a true freshman. Does the game agree? The game does agree. It's a shame he doesn't care about playing time, though. Ruined my master plan. I think I'm not going to get Carlos, which is fine, in all honesty. I think of the two QBs, he was the one I was interested in the least. So, I think honestly, yeah, actually, I'll remove myself from the Carlos sweepstakes. And yeah. So now I'm only looking at what, 17 guys? It's a small recruiting class once again. That's fine. All right, bye week. We advance. I'm so annoyed about these two losses. 581 passing yards, huh? It's a big number. Okay, so really quick, let me look at transfer risks again. Has the list grown? No, it is not. Landon, honestly, he can transfer. I'm fine with it. Uriel, I'll probably promise more playing time too. I mean, his catching is just so low. That's what kills me. And it was low when he was a recruit, but then he only got one better. One better is redshirt year. Braden, I think that'll fix itself when he plays more now, and Leland, I've already talking about. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Not a lot of teams playing that bye week. It's pretty universal. So let me just give the best pitches I can. Tamarin Larkin will commit soon, which would be great because he's a really good JUCO lineman. Looks like Virginia's kind of taking their foot off the gas, but I'll do an okay pitch just to be safe. Just to be safe. So far in NIL money, I have spent 1.9 million, and I'm hesitant to spend any more. Jeez, yeah, I mean, so with Yahir Coates, let's look at running back for a moment. So we're gonna get Jonathan Powell, who I hope becomes someone good, but he's gonna redshirt men of play. Spencer Bryan, I think I need his ball carry vision to be better, but I project him as like a fourth running back next year, hopefully. Casey McGill, if we get him more in business, I think I pull out on Yahir Coates. I think even with the visit's week 11. Yeah, I'll stay on him for 3 weeks and we'll see how close I can get, but we'll see. I mean, Casey McGill is going to play, and if I get McGill and Coates, then Sims is one, McGill is two, Coates is three, Bryan is four as depth, Powell red shirts. So now where I'm at. Where am I at with O linemen? Just so I can remind myself of the five O linemen I'm going for. Yeah, Garland's obviously the hard sell. I still might as well try, but who knows? I think if we lose the Bowling Green here, there's 0 point. I think if we win and we get close, maybe I invest more NIL money to him. But I mean, his strength is a 64, his pass blocking is a 64. Wow, Skylar Casey, you are not that good. Whatever. Yeah, little worried about my recruits here. I think again, I'll just look and see if there's any players that are really interested. I'll leave first star, 1 star players on just for the heck of it, but I'm not going to go after any of them unless they have like a potential. Kevin Shepard, you know what? Come on down, buddy. Since I pulled myself out of the other QB sweepstakes, come on in. I'll take 2 QBs. Why not? That'll give me a QB room of 5 players next year. No, 6. But you know what? I'm okay with that. Am I really okay with that? Jury's still out. Let's do this guy, Bennett Black. Poor decision was made there. What a shame. And then, yeah, I mean, Shepard, let's schedule you against Akron. Offer sheet. No pitch, though. Sorry, buddy. Okay, let's play this Bowling Green game, see where we're at. I mean, listen, we're gonna win 6 games, so we're gonna get the 80 expectation. I think where I'm just annoyed is we are a missed extra point and we're a missed field goal and a successful 2 point conversion away from being 6-1 right now, and potentially ranked if we win a few more games. But that dream is gone. Bowling Green, how you been this year? 4-3. Welcome to the club. They lost against Stanford and BYU in Northern Illinois, but they beat all their other MAC schools. Not looking too bad, honestly. Good defense. Not against the pass, though. Joke's on you. I don't have a passing offense right now. Actually, what are my pass rankings right now? Pass yards per game were 82, per attempt were 33. Not terrible. I mean, our offense is doing pretty good, which is so annoying because I know if we had a healthy QB, we'd be doing so better. We're 127 in the country in pass yards. Remember when I got a new defensive coordinator to fix that issue? Yep. We're gonna work on our passing game and stopping their pass also. I think, irregardless of how well they do running the ball, like I think we have a front seven that can stop a rushing attack. We do not have anything to stop passing. We have three recruits visiting. All of them, Boiling Green is also interested in. I mean, well, I think a win here, we could legitimately end up with Larkin and Benton. Garland's still iffy. A loss, no shot we get Garland or Benton. So 1-1 against Boiling Green. They beat us narrowly year one. We blew them out last year. That was our big sort of happy moment win in what was otherwise a horrendous season. Horrendous is not the right term. We made a bowl game, but just disappointing year, as it were. All right, what are they running out? Pistol. I'll show you. Thunder Smoke. Hit them. 0-yard rush. That'll do. 3rd and 10. I bet they pass it. I forgot to check if their QB can run. Theodore, my friend, you can run. Okay. In that case, I'll bring the safety down. There we go. Good job, Avery Brookings. They punt, and we have magnificent field position. And Suarez goes backwards. I love it. Posts. I don't think you could have pictured just the saddest drive if you tried. You get a ball in really good field position. Suarez goes backwards. Heath gets sacked, and then an incompletion. And they get 45 yards on the slant. That'll do. And they burn us on the RPO over the safety blitz. All right. And we went backwards again. Thank you, Kendall John, for bailing us out. Thank you, everyone. Say thank you, Kendall. Read option. Didn't work. Heath got sacked again. All right, Carlos made the field goal. Not all hope is lost. That's a lie. All hope is definitely lost. Braden Coley up to his previous spot in the depth chart after getting healthy with that tackle there. Incompletion on 3rd and 6. Guys, please. Oh, they ran it on 3rd and 6 and got 5 yards. Interesting decision. I'm just going to run the ball like this entire drive. Send it. Suarez went backwards. I lied. I'm going for it. Curls. Get him. No dice, Julia. Mathis deflects. I mean, that's a 50, what was it, 52-yarder. I don't trust Carlos to make that. I honestly, yeah, I've never attempted a kick more than 50 yards out before. So at that point, it's 4th and 4. Go for it. Our defense is collapsed. All right, down by 11. Last year we had the tale of two halves in the season where we started 1-5 and finished 5-1. This year it's looking like the inverse, where we start 4-1. What do we finish? Incomplete on 3rd and 4 again, guys. 3rd and 1. You know what? Engage 8. Get them. It didn't work. For those of you keeping track at home, that failed miserably. There are a few things in life more annoying than doing a thunder smoke blitz in the A gap and them doing a halfback dive and getting 42 yards. Few things more annoying than that. I bet they pass. Nope, they ran it and got a touchdown. Well, yeah. 36-yard pass. Okay. Can we get any points on the board here? A field goal, honestly, doesn't help us that much. It brings an 18-point game to a 15-point game, but, like, that's what we're going to end up with. Leaving. All right. I think if we don't get a touchdown on this drive, we lose the game. Because I don't think we can keep up with Bowling Green's offense. Which is a sentence I didn't think I'd be saying today. Sims gets the first down. We're moving. We're shaking. Brandon Flowers. Oh, whoops. I forgot I moved Flowers here. Fleming, I'm sorry. Come back. Whoops. That is a whoops. We convert on 3rd and 9. That's huge. Thank you, Crawford. I meant to click option run, not sweep run. I mean, goal line. Get it. Thank you, Sims. Slants. There we go. Jalen Barber touchdown. I'm kicking the extra point. I'll make it an 8-point game. I think there's enough time left where I'd rather have a higher chance of making an 8-point game as Gavin Graham with the interception. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Oh, and Heath is sacked. Dang. And Carlos missed the field goal. Remember when the first year I had the best kicker in the conference? That was a fun time. I miss that time. Never take good kickers for granted. We are now down by 15. There we go. Ty Bunch gets us the conversion. We're moving. We're shaking. Up tempo has been turned on because, let's be frank, have you seen us? Hey, Uriel! Extra point, please. Safety blitz there was an inspired choice. Engage 8. Okay, here we go. I say here we go because we needed to drive down the field, score a touchdown, and an extra point to tie it. And instead, Keith is strip sacked. Finch causes the fumble. Spencer Summers recovers. You know what? I'm going to see what we have in Seth Vogel really quick. And Vincent Clay immediately fumbles. All right. Never mind, Seth. We're not going to see what you got. What a miserable game. Oh, I'm sorry. Vogel threw one pass for 35 yards. Good on you, buddy. Oh, that must have been a fumble. Keith, 17-28, 211, 2 touchdowns. I mean, 2 fumbles on offense. Suarez. Suarez he's had a couple bad games in a row, which is not good for my offense, but oh boy. They ran it down our throats, and we just couldn't stop them. Couldn't do it. All right. Well, we started the season 4-1, looking red hot in the MAC, and have now lost 3 in a row to bring us to 4-4. Are we simply destined to be a around 500 school? That is the question. That is what we're looking at here today. Oh boy. All right. I am going to stop the stream there. Not the ending we wanted, certainly. Man, that's how it goes sometimes. How long is Hurst out for? 3 more weeks. So 2, 1. Yeah, we get him back at Buffalo. We get him back for Buffalo. That's a shame. I mean, that is what it is sometimes. You can have your whole kind of season derailed in one moment by one injury. If we get Brookings back to full strength next week, which is good, Micah Ryu back in a couple games, that helps our O line. All right. Well, official visit wise, we lost points on Benton. We only got 10 on Garland and only 10 on Larkin. I think Larkin will probably be fine, but that takes us out on both the other two. What a what a shame. I mean, Bowling Green does play Akron. They might miss that, but mm, I'll still go in for him all the same. Garland, yeah, he's gonna commit soon anyway. What's the point? All right, well, thank you all for watching. Kind of a uh, grim ending to this episode after we started so well. But hey, that's how it goes sometimes. So next stream will be sometime next week. We are going to finish out this season. We have games against Memphis, Northern Illinois, Akron, and then finish at Buffalo. I mean, if we win two of those games, we get the athletic director goal and likely a bowl game. If we win only one, then we're in deep trouble. And genuinely, I think we'll be fired based on that we've failed to meet expectation last season. So we need to win two of the remaining four games. Goes without saying. But thank you all for watching. I will have this episode as well as episode 7 uploaded as soon as I can. Um, hopefully get that done over the weekend. But I will see you all next week. Here's hoping for a positive turnaround.